Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Timberborn, where today I think we're going to focus on expanding this district with more beavers, with some housing here. Also, maybe give them a few little recreation and entertainment items up here. Trees can't grow up here, so there's no point in reserving it for trees. That's kind of the limit right there of where trees can grow. So, no point in leaving it there. We should also make sure there's a forester. Yeah, there's a forester that can reach all that. Good. Not a forester, woodcutter. I know the difference. Or do I? Also, this forester might need to be augmented with a second one. Simply because he doesn't seem to be able to reach all of it. So, we do have 2 unemployed beavers. So, let's do that. Let's get a second forester in. Just right here at the edge of where we can plant. And then that'll leave this little space. Actually, hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let's move it over 1. And the reason being is I want to maybe reserve this for an area for storage right here. Though that would need to be 3 wide, so it would just barely fit there, and then I wouldn't be able to go this way. That's not the end of the world. But what I'm thinking here is I could maybe do stairs to get up to here. No, that would never work, would it? Yeah, let's move it. Let's move it back. Okay. I'm gonna quit being indecisive. We're gonna make a decision. We're gonna leave it there, and we won't have storage here. We may do some up here once we get some gears. I'm gonna go ahead and speed that up, and then we want to get housing. Once I remember where that button is. Let's see, which way is that door going? Okay, we want this directly across, because I don't know why, it just matters to me. Can't get one back there. A little unfortunate. But that's okay. Because that will leave us some space to do something else back there, maybe? It's just a 2x2 area. We might be able to fit something back there. Actually, that could be where we have stairs going up to reach this next level. Yeah, that would work. That would work. The reason I want to get this expanded is we've got a drought coming, first of all, in just a little over a day. I want to kind of redo these guys, and we're not going to be producing anything when the drought is happening because the water wheel won't move. So we won't be working anything here. So it'd be a good time to take advantage of that. Up here, I want to pause again. So I just want to see. I would like to maybe reserve this for one more row of houses right here. So that gives us this space for some well-being items. And one of the things that our dear beavers love is a campfire, which I'd like it to go right there, but that's in the way. So we will have to mark that for demolition and have them come tear that down, which done. And then we can get a campfire in right there, and they will be so very happy for that. You know, we could use this area for some water. Well, no, if I have the stairs going up, that won't work. Actually, yeah, we could totally do stairs right there. Because we need them to come up a level, and I can't bring them from right here because we've got the stairs in the way. And we have to kind of leave those stairs. So this should get us some extra beavers. What we're going to do is go ahead and pause again. We're going to delete that. In the experimental update that just came out the day I'm recording this, you actually get your resources back, which is kind of nice. But we don't today, so oh well. We have researched the platforms. I kind of did that while I was just waiting for things to happen. I want to move where the power is just so I can fit 2 of them. And where they were wasn't the best positioning. This will be better. And then what we can do is to give us room for the lumber mill that we just tore down is this. God, I'd really like to have a second one here. But that storage is in the way. We could move that storage, though. We totally could. Let's relocate the storage. So that would be there. Coming out to there, we'd have a space right there. So we could bring the storage, like, right back here. Like, right there. Just kind of turn it a little bit. And that will work. So they've got a bit of stuff to work on here. So let's get this moving and see how long it takes them to do that. They can't empty that storage till this is done. So let's make this our highest priority. Granted, the drought only lasts another 8/10 of a day. Just a very short drought. Oh, there goes all our crops. It's fine. They weren't getting everything out of the ground anyway. I think we need a couple more farmers. Honestly, I think it's that, not so much that we need the farmers, it's that we need more storage. I think that's our big limitation right now. But I really don't want to use 80 planks for every warehouse at the moment. I don't think that would be the best use of our resources. And they're getting this going pretty quick. They should then be able to reach these because they can just reach over from the side. So they're getting that emptied. Looks like we'll go into the next day before that happens. I've also built some new water tanks up here, so maybe we can get rid of this one down here that's kind of just awkwardly sitting there. And use that for something else in the future. I was really hoping they would have all this done in one day. But they've got the logs for it all, so hopefully we'll get there today. Let's go ahead and bring that path on out. And I'm going to assume because the water wheel, when it was sitting there, did 80, should still do 80. And then this one should bring us a little bit more to bring us up to 100 to be able to power 2 of these. Man, they are taking their time getting this storage emptied. It's because all the other storage is full. All right, then. We will build another storage building. And I think I'll put this one right here. Yeah, that'll work. Well, this should also help with our crop issues. Going to make that priority. Because, again, I'm trying to get that out of here so that we can get everything else going. We have a few babies being born in the past couple days. The campfire district makes the beavers a bit more fertile. Makes them a little more, you know, ready to, yeah, you know what I mean. So we've got this one now that they're quickly filling up. This needs to be our priority here, friends. Empty this. I really don't want to just, I mean, it's just, what do we have in here? Carrots, grilled potatoes. I mean, we could get away with demolishing that if they don't get it empty. They don't seem to be emptying it. Granted, I also don't have any haulers right now. And I don't have enough spare beavers to build a hauling post at the moment. I do want to get rid of that, and I think that'd be a good place for hauling posts and maybe even a builder's hut. So we're getting, yeah, we're getting 130 out of here now. Good. So it definitely helped. This one is putting out about what it was to begin with. And then this one's giving us not a lot more, but then again, it's also, the water's not flowing as fast. Once we can get over here and get another water wheel in here and have a bunch of buildings connected, we'll be looking pretty good. Yeah, they've already filled that storage too, and this one's still not empty. So if that's gonna be how we're playing it, that's fine. We will just lose those resources. We'll be all right without them. So we're gonna put that there. We're going to come in here and put our water tank in here. And then in this little extra spot, I'm gonna give them another teeth grindstone just so we have those planned out nicely. Now we can get rid of this. That's just kind of taking up a weird section there. We should have some baby beavers growing up very, very soon. So what we're going to do is throw in a hauling post right there. And then we're also going to come in here and add in some platforms. So why aren't these getting done? It's just logs. Okay, we're out of logs. Well, not really. I mean, we are, but we aren't. Why aren't those getting cut down? Are they not marked for cutting? They are not. That's a good reason. There we go. Now they are. And let's cancel where we're not cutting, because again, it just drives me a bit crazy. It just does. I don't know why it does. But when we have areas that they clearly can never ever cut a tree, we should mark this because we planted a few down there, and we should unmark that. I'm wondering, do we need another potato griller? No, it looks like they're keeping up. They've only got 9 ungrilled potatoes. There we go. Those two things will now be able to operate without too much of an issue, other than the fact that, you know, right now there's no logs for them to use. But that should be a fairly temporary problem because they are chopping down quite a bit of logs. And we did just ask them to build a lot of stuff here, so to be expected. But we're also kind of out of planks. And that's a problem because I need those planks for our next bit of expansion. Yeah. So we wait. I guess we wait. We don't really have much of a choice but to wait at this point because we're just kind of waiting on resources. So let's take a minute. Let's let them get some trees in the inventory, and then we will resume from here. Well, they've got the hauling post done, which is not connected to a path, which is what that's telling me, that it's not connected to the district in any way, but I kind of knew that already. And then once this all gets built, yeah, we're going to move our water pumps over, and we're going to add 2 and get rid of that one, and then add a little bit of platforms here, and that can be a place for either a second hauling post, or we're going to go ahead and do that so we get a lot of workers here. And then we're going to come up into here, and we're going to go to our various buildings. And I know that we don't have enough haulers for all of this, but not everything is going to need a hauler at the same time. So we can mark all this as having the haulers work on it. Because, you know, well, here, obviously, we need haulers to come grab some stuff because the farmhouse is full. We need them to come get that quickly, but they will. They will. As long as they have somewhere to put it all, which they currently do not. And we currently do not have enough planks to build any of our large warehouses, which is kind of a bummer. We also have 3 unfilled jobs. They should all be right there. Yep, good. So our first 3 will go there. So what we could do, though, man, we are burning through the logs. I'm going to say what we could do is get the system in here for some more storage, but stacked up. Over here might be a bit of a challenge to do that, because I don't really have any place to put stairs here. Unless I like brought these stairs out to here, but then they wouldn't have a way to get down there. And that would be a problem. Because you can't put this one over stairs. You have to use this one. But I would like to be able to get these guys up and in here to be able to utilize that. So what we're going to do is lose 1, 2 trees. We're going to lose 2 trees. 2 trees. We're going to lose 2 trees. And then once they get that torn down, we will put a set of stairs in right there. And then we will do 1 more platform right there. And then we'll bring that in like that. And we will get ourselves some more storage. This is all in anticipation, by the way, of being able to get out over here and add more farming. And maybe even a second district that will lead out to over there and out to over that way. Possibly. That's the goal at the moment. That's what I'm trying to work toward. But, as usual, trees are kind of our limiting factor. So if that's the case, we might want to prioritize getting over here to be able to cut all of that down. Or we could have them come over here, though. I was kind of wanting to make a separate district over here. Use a little bit for farming, a lot for trees. Use this area for trees, and then use this for aquatic farming down here. I just want to try to keep the districts small and not get them too spread out, not have them be too big. But I don't know that we're going to have that luxury. So currently we have 41 beavers. 11 of them are juveniles. So it's going to take a bit before we fill all these jobs. We don't have any logs. And we've got a need for 30 logs. And we have 1 mature tree. That gives us 4 logs. And that's kind of the nice thing about these. They take forever to grow, but when they come up, they give us lots and lots of logs each. So that might help. So our haulers aren't quite able to keep up, so we are going to need another hauling post sooner rather than later. Granted, we don't have anybody to work there at the moment. So I can get rid of that water pump now. I can expand that out to right there, and then even though we're not quite ready for it, gonna go ahead and throw that in. And then now the water tank that we disposed of has kind of a better place to go, and it fills that in nicely, I do believe. This area, there's something I wanted to try, see about maybe moving the district center, but you can't add a district center. I don't know, it's really quirky. You can't add a district center to an existing district. Like if I try to go in here and put one down, it won't let me because it has to be separated by a gate. Now I could put up some district gates, or I could just disconnect the path, like disconnect it here and right to the other side, build it, but then I wouldn't be able to reconnect the paths, and I don't know what would happen if it would let me tear that down. You know what? Let's just try it. I've never tried this before. We know that the door will be right there, so we will just separate it from this district by deleting that path. We'll put this in. Now, it's not going to let me connect that path because it's going to say must be separated by a gate. But we're going to go in here. We're going to save just in case this crashes the game. I've never tried to do this before. And are you sure you want to delete that? Yes. Now we don't have a district, right? We have District 2, which is now reconnected, and that is now our district. And that worked. The reason I wanted to do that is I'm thinking about relocating some of this to maybe get just a few more crops in here. Plus we can get this to come through straight. Maybe? I can turn those farmhouses on end. Yeah, granted we have to wait till we have resources to do that. So again, I think we're going to kind of just let this run for a few moments. I've never tried that before. I'm kind of glad to know that works. Not that it's any better over here than it was over there. In fact, I don't know that it was better. But I was just wanting to maybe see if I couldn't get another crop field here. But then I'm going to have to find a place for all of these buildings. So maybe in hindsight, not the smartest thing I've ever done. But I already see where we can kind of relocate a lot of this stuff too. Like we could put the griller right there. We could put one of the farmhouses in like over here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of the gatherer. We don't need them anymore, and we're going to get rid of all these berries. We just don't need them. We're growing our own food, and they will never touch those blueberries or regular berries because they're just basic hunger, whereas carrots give them a boost, and as do the grilled potatoes. And they're happier that way. So we're just gonna, let them have what makes them happier. So if we relocate the griller to there, that can move over to there. Oh, wow. They finished the other hauling post already. Wow. That's fast. So that one's fully staffed now. Awesome. And then we want to relocate. So that's not going to fit. But if I get rid of these, it would. And that storage. And then we can move the storage all to over to here. Just stack them up. Like I could put stairs right here and then do that. And then for the next one, let's go ahead and research that. For the next one, we could come in like, will this work? I don't know if this will work. We're going to find out if it's going to work. Turn this one this way. So obviously that would be for there. And then we would want to bring this up one more. So have stairs here and there, and then there, and then we need one of these and then one of these. A little more convoluted of a path for this one. Part of the work. And it would get us the storage that we need. Yes. And we're slowly getting logs. Like, they're building all this stuff as quick as I'm putting it down. So it's not too shabby. So you are going to be grilled potatoes. And you should have a worker available. I don't know why you're saying you don't. So we want to empty that storage. So let's leave it prioritized by haulers. And we want to empty this storage, even though I think we just built that one. No, we just built this one. So it's fine. It's whatever. Ooh, that's not going nearly as fast as it was. But we still have these guys running at 100%, so it's fine. It will be just fine. There we go. Now we have a worker over here. We have one vacant job and 4 baby beavers waiting in the wings. And we've done a lot of expansion so far, though. Like, quite a bit. And we've got logs coming in, so this should all get built up. Yeah, as a matter of fact, there we go. So we're going to prioritize that by haulers. And then once this gets built, we want to prioritize that one by haulers. But they'll probably build all this scaffolding first. That's what I call it, scaffolding. I know it's not really scaffolding, but it's what it looks like. So if I bring a road through here, I can move the farmers back to here because we'll be able to get rid of that and that because we've built, well, 3. I built these right before the video started while I was just kind of letting things run. And then we can get the third farmer kind of over here or maybe even over here so he'd have a better chance of reaching all 5 or all 4 fields. Soon to be 5. I don't know what we're going to grow in that other field just yet. Maybe wheat? No, we don't have gears yet, so we can't really do wheat. Because you have to have gears to use the mills. So that won't exactly work out for us. So they should now be able to get that built pretty fast because we're just waiting on a few logs to come over here. Yeah, there they go. They're getting it. And we've got 40 logs all of a sudden. Because a lot of our pine has come in, and even some of our maple. And those maple, man, they are, it didn't die. The game was lying to us. It just got chopped down. Nothing died. So we have one unfilled job, which it's our griller. Not the best. But we've got 3 baby beavers coming along. So as long as nobody else dies of old age, we'll be all right. We will be just fine. So they've got that. They've got all the supplies here they need. They just need to now come rip that into place. Perfect. Rip it into place. I don't know why I said that. So now what we want to do is see. You are empty. Awesome. And you are empty. Cool. This actually worked for once. And then we're going to pause because we want to tear these guys down, but I also want to plan out where it's all going to go real quick before I unpause. So that's going to go there. And then for crops, we've got potatoes and carrots. So I don't want to do wheat, but we could do sunflowers because they do like sunflower seeds. So that is what we're going to do is some sunflowers. And then I'm going to, even though I just tore it down, I'm going to put that right back. And we're going to put a farmhouse there, a farmhouse there. That can all reach fine. If I put another one over here, why can't I put that there? Oh, because there's a thing in the way, but it would be able to reach if that wasn't there. So let's delete that, prioritize those two, and they should get over here really quick. Tear that down, and bam, done. And then the other farmhouse right here can reach all of those fields just fine. And just because it seems like they are struggling a bit to keep up with what's planted, I'm gonna give them a fourth farmhouse. So that should all get built pretty fast. Gonna give them a replacement water tank, and then we've done a couple of the tooth grinding mills, whatever they are, grindstone. So we're gonna give them a hospital. That made such a horrific sound. Ew, I don't like it. This is really District 1, but we can pretend that it's, you know, District 2, I guess. So cool, we've got a griller now. Awesome. Prioritize building by haulers. I may need to do that on a couple of these. Yep. And then I'm pretty sure I got all of those. I did. But these two new guys here, I didn't. That I didn't. That I didn't. And I think that's all that's been built so far that we'll really need it. We really need these farmers to get into place here pretty soon. We've got the wood. We've got builders. In fact, I'm going to give them a couple extra builders to get this done. So there we go. One farmhouse. Boom. And what we're going to do is alternate planting and harvesting. So 2 on planting, 2 on harvesting. And that should make sure we're keeping fresh crops in the ground. Don't have anybody to work in that one right now, but what we can do is come in here and back off some haulers. And that should take care of it. Yeah. Yes, it does. So we've got that one, and we've got that one. We've got the logs to build them both. In fact, that one has all of its logs, which is awesome. So we're going to bring that out just to remember that I want a path there eventually. Sadly, I did block my ability to get this direction, so we're gonna expand this out and get rid of that. So I want to be able to continue having my path go out that way. So when they get that built, we'll be able to tear down those stairs and continue on. So, oh, hey, look at that. We have 2 more farmhouses. We need 4 more beavers. There we go. That should get our farmhouses, because that is more important. We have a drought coming, but it's really not that big of a deal. We've got plenty of water. We have plenty of crops sitting around. The only thing that'll hurt us is we won't be able to make planks, though we have a lot of planks. The trees will survive just fine. There won't be an issue with that at all. So we're looking pretty good. We have doubled pretty much our population. We have added all kinds of new production and even a new crop type that I'm pretty sure they can just eat the sunflower seeds. Yeah, basic needs, hunger, sunflower seeds. So that will be just fine. We have a drought starting, but you know what? That's okay, because we're just gonna hit this button right here, and we're just gonna take a little view. What, from this angle? Oh, that's a lovely angle. And see if I can remember the thing. There it is. That'll make our lovely, lovely Indian screenshot. So, until next time, by the way, happy Thanksgiving. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.